Hey y'all, Kelly Whitney here with another thing older black women should tell younger black women but don't. Girls, you can't date on potential. Robert Greene, the author of the book 48 Laws of Power, The Art of Seduction, and quite a few other bestsellers, often says that human beings are actors and that you have to get behind the mask in order to discern who they are. A lot of men these days, if you go by all of the kerfluffle going on social media, these different red pill conversations, etc. A lot of the men out there today are leaning on women as a source of income. It's almost like we're their livelihood in a way. They can be fed, they can get money, they can drive our cars, they can live in our homes. They don't have to do anything. And we allow it many cases because, well, there's different issues with the actual woman there, low self-esteem, lack of self-worth, stupidity, immaturity, whatever. But a lot of the reason why we allow men, grown men, to lay up on us and mistreat us, unfortunately, is because we're dating on potential. Oh, he's such a nice guy. He could really be something. He's so talented, this and that. You're going into it with the wrong mindset already, because any Build-A-Bear or Build-A-Man situation, you're already at a deficit. You can't make a man. A man has to make himself. And I'm not going to come at you with psychology or data or anything like that. If you don't trust what I'm saying, I understand completely. That's your choice. But I'm telling you what I know, not what I think. When you allow a man to lay up on you, to drive your car, to live in your house and not pay rent, you invest in his businesses, all of that is a losing hand. You're never going to get the return on your investment. Even me using business terms like you're never going to get the return on your investment in a love match, unless it's a very, very special kind of love match, ROI shouldn't even play into it. Business shouldn't play into it. You see what I'm saying? Unless you have already established that you guys are in the relationship together in order to enjoy the other person's contribution with the intention of building something, and all of that has been laid out very clearly, and there is no misunderstanding that love or anything of the sort is the primary goal. If that's not the arrangement, then what are you doing? Because when you invest in a man, you stop being his love partner or girlfriend and you become his benefactor. You become an investor. You become a business partner. In all of those scenarios, with the exception of benefactor, which is just giving for the sake of art, let's say. Investor, business partner, those relationships are formal. Those relationships have paperwork. Those relationships have timelines. They have expectations on financial returns and rewards. They have contracts. A love relationship usually doesn't have any of those things. So when you introduce business aspects into it, you're fucking it all up. All of the business stuff aside, a man who asks a woman for aid and assistance, you have to ask yourself some very critical questions. Why is he asking you as opposed to another man? Why didn't he go to the bank to get a loan? Why is it always somebody else's fault? Why his business is always in need of new funds, new capital, new this, new that, and you never see any returns? You never see a business plan. You never see shit. And what would you see? Because he's too busy riding around in your car and he's not at home unless he's trying to get fed or get his, handled, or some food. Dating for potential is just like saying, I want to throw money down a well. It's like saying, I want to piss into the wind and hope I don't get wet, because you're never going to get what you want out of a relationship like that. If what you want is love and care, you need to attach yourself to a man who can provide those things. A man who has his hand out, what can he provide? I've never really heard, not in media, not in fiction, not in real life, and I'm a writer, I haven't even made up anything like that, where a man who had his hand out to a woman ended up being a good prospect for her. That's not how that game works. Because a man who has no problem asking a woman for help over and over again, let's say, like in a relationship, is he a man or is he a user? Because if you're dating for potential, that's the same as trying to manifest a unicorn. It doesn't work because it doesn't exist. And if older black women are not telling younger black women that you cannot date for potential, it's because they have not picked up on this lesson yet. They're still helping a man. They're still allowing a man to live in their home home rent free. They're still allowing a man to drive their car around. They're still feeding him, washing his clothes, and basically taking on all the mommy and wife duties and getting very, very, very little in return. You need to understand that a man who has his hands out to a woman all the time does not respect her, because she's not a woman to him. She's a wallet. She's a convenience. She's a resource. Here we are with the business terms again, and there's no love in that scenario. I could go on, but at the end of the day, remember this. If you have to pay for that love, you should get what you pay for. So what do you want? All right, that ends my TED Talk for today. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.